Do you know what this is? Do you have a clue? Have you ever been in one? Surely you have an idea. Hi, welcome back to Returning to Basics. I have a little thing that I want to show you at the cabin. A lot of people take this for granted. I know I did until we bought the place. So come along and let me show you how a little bit of ingenuity can make life much better. This is my wonderful little outhouse. My brother-in-law came, it's about 6 months after we purchased the place, and he and Neil built this. Sure beats tarps wrapped around a tree, especially in the winter. And then later, Neil and I were cleaning up a big pile of trash that was laying off to the side of the cabin, and we ran across a Sunbeam Grill. The lid still had the glass in it. It was unbroken. So Neil installed it. This is the side that gets most of the sun during the main part of the day. And you can even sit in there and see the word Sunbeam. Although we don't use it since we've had plumbing installed in the cabin, but still, it was a really neat addition. Goes to show what you can do with stuff in a trash pile. Also, a little while later, my brother-in-law and his wife ran across this and just thought it was appropriate. Luckily, it was pointing in the right direction for this tree. They have a great sense of humor. As it turned out, though, a friend was up hunting on property nearby and came by to see us. They were very glad to see that sign because we were out on the property, but they knew where to go. Isn't life funny? But back to the outhouse. It was so nice for him to come and help Neil build that. Of course, a lot of it was guesswork. I mean, nowadays, who knew, city folk wise, what you do to build an outhouse? Back over in there, about where the propane tank is, there were some other trees which we ended up taking out. That's about where we had our little hole with tarps around it when we first started. So this was right out the back door. It was actually a real luxury. But as I said, I used an outhouse when I was a child at a great uncle's house once or twice. But otherwise, I didn't know what to expect. But I know what my standards are. I insisted on a few things. Having to walk slow. Every time we get a rain, we have a new crop of rocks. So we ended up putting a tube in the corner. It goes down into the hole underneath. That helps vent. Believe me, when it's 100 degrees outside and 100% humidity, you want this place vented as much as possible. It gets stifling and it also gets very stinky. So I have a few supplies out here. I try to come out and take care of things and once a week during the summer especially, just make sure we don't have any wasp nests. Just a little pest strip in here. And as you can see, no paper of any kind that goes down the hole. It's not that big a hole because we didn't plan on having it for all that long. And let's see, I'll try to take a picture. I don't know if you can see the word Sunbeam up in the corner or not. Closer may be better, it may not. There it is. Oh, and another thing that came along later. I did add a little piece of carpet and floor. That's lime in the big orange bucket. Then we keep some pump up sprayers with water in case we have any kind of brush fire or anything out here that, we can just grab some water, because we don't have, there for a long time we didn't have any kind of water. Here's my little door holder, because like I said, it gets very hot out here. Well, you can open the door and turn this thing and it'll prop the door open, and it's not a bad view if you're sitting in there for a little while. You might want to show some kiddos what outhouse is, what the word means. They may have heard the word but not know what it is. But Neil was also working and ran across this. He knew somebody that was renovating and spotted this. They were going to throw it away, and he thought, sometimes when I'm working in the yard at the cabin, that would just come in real handy. And then the smaller, shorter one on the side was his attempt to take care of younger guests that would come up here on occasion. As I said before, it's amazing what you can find in a junk pile or scrounge around for when somebody's renovating. Ingenuity at its greatest. That's the way to go. Didn't cost a penny. He just plumbed it down in the ground and over, both of them, down over into the hole. It's nice out. I'm listening to the birds. Sun's getting low. Very soothing out here. Good for the soul. Look at God's creation. So that was a really nice convenience that a lot of people don't think about. And it made life much better for us here until we got the plumbing installed after the build on at the cabin. And I want to really thank my brother-in-law for helping. That made my life much better. The little things in life, you'd say. Thanks for coming along. If you like our videos, then please go down and click the like button. Subscribe. Tell somebody that may be interested in retirement, people that are trying to get back to basics. So we've heard about all these things that our grandparents lived with and the life that they had to live, and we're choosing in our retirement years to return to some of those basics. So thanks for coming along with us. God bless you. Be safe during this troubling time.